Hey credit warriors, welcome to the show, and in this video I'm going to share with you my credit card strategy for 2022. So first of all, I'm going to show you how many points I have saved up in each of my different accounts that can be redeemed for free travel, etc. I'm going to show you three different promotions that I'm currently taking advantage of to earn bonus points in Q1 of 2022, and then I'm going to talk about which credit cards I might be adding to my lineup this year. If you like the sound of that, please subscribe if you're new. But let's get into it. So going through my points totals in my four main accounts, I have 56,000 Chase points, 35,000 American Express points, 44,000 Hilton points, and 30,000 Marriott points. Now, I was a bit cleaned out of credit card and hotel points last year because we had two huge trips that we went on. The first one was to Los Cabos, Mexico, where we stayed at the all-inclusive resort, Hyatt Ziva Los Cabos. And then we went on another trip in June, which was to LA and Vegas. And we used a load of Hilton free nights and other credit card points, etc. for that trip as well. And it was a lot of fun. And so coming into fall of 2021 and now the first quarter of 2022, I have been taking advantage of several promotions to help build my credit card points back up to several 100,000 as quick as possible so I could use them for another trip. So let's take a look at these three different promotions I have been using. All right, so first up, we have a referral bonus on the Amex Gold. Now I know this doesn't look like an Amex Gold, but this is my custom line credit card. So trust me, this is a customized Amex Gold card. Now what the referral bonus is that last year, there was a deal where if you referred one person, yes, just one person, you would earn 4 extra points per dollar spent on all your spending with the Amex Gold, up to $25,000 for, I think it was 3 months, all right? So my promotion should end around the end of January. I can't remember the date exactly when I signed someone up, but it was approximately the beginning of November. So I have been enjoying 4 points per dollar, actually no, 5 points per dollar on all my spending, because it's plus 4 points, and 8 points per dollar on grocery spending with the Amex Gold. So I have been accumulating a huge amount of points that way. And so that's why I was able to build up pretty quickly back up to around 35,000 Amex points from close to zero. And hopefully I can get a few more points with that before the promotion ends. Now, if you want to get this promotion, obviously, I'm sorry, that one is over. However, have a look at what your referrals are offering you in the Amex Gold account. I think mine's offering me 30,000 points just for referring one person. So you can sometimes get some really great deals, and referrals are a great way to build up some extra points without doing anything sketchy like manufactured spend or whatever that you might get into trouble for. All right, let's move on to the next promotion I'm taking advantage of. And that would be the Q1 grocery category on the Chase Freedom. Now I have three Chase Freedom cards. And if you don't know, the Chase Freedom, it gives you 5 points per dollar back on select rotating quarterly categories on up to $1,500 of spend per quarter. However, it's $1,500 per card. So if you have 3 cards like me, that limit goes up to $4,500. And this quarter, one of the categories is grocery, that you get that 5x back in. And I have a lot of grocery spending, guys. I can easily spend $1,000 a month, if not more, at grocery. So I'm probably close to being able to max out that category on all 3 of my Chase Freedom cards. Now, something sketchy did happen to me a few months back where Chase, without my permission, switched one of my cards from a Chase Freedom to a Chase Freedom Unlimited. So possibly they are trying to kind of end it, that you can have as many freedoms as you like, but actually officially right now, you can have as many Freedom cards as you want. Now, when I phoned up Chase, I complained about it and they actually changed me back to a Freedom. So I'm still getting 5 points per dollar per quarter on that amount of spending on all of my 3 Freedom cards. And guys, if you want to monitor information about all your credit cards in one place, I can recommend the app Max Rewards. It's an amazing app. They put your balances, your points balances, credit utilization, even give you your credit scores, everything all within one app. And guys, if you have the Chase Freedom or any other cards with rotating quarterly categories or things like Amex offers, etc., Max Rewards Gold, the premium version, will actually activate those for you. So your Chase Freedom, rotating quarterly categories, your Amex offers, and you may even use an offer without even realizing it and get home and get an email and you realize you saved some money. So it really is a great app. I thoroughly highly recommend you check it out. You can get a free month of Max Rewards Gold with my link below, or you can just download it and check out some of the free features, of which there are many. All right, let's now move on to the third and final promotion that I'm taking advantage of in Q1 of 2022, and that is on the Hilton Honors Surpass card. Now, the Hilton Honors Surpass card, if you spend $15,000 per calendar year on the card, you get a free weekend night at Hilton hotels, okay? And the free weekend night at Hilton, actually, it's not a weekend night at the moment. It's until the end of this year. I think it's any night because of the old pandemic last year. But anyway, the Hilton free night, it's amazing because it can be used at almost any Hilton property, even the really high class ones like Conrad and Waldorf Astoria, etc. However, there is an additional promotion on this card, and you have to actually sign up for this. I'll put the link below. So if you have this card, you will want to check out that link below and enter your card details. We were talking about this in our Patreon group a few weeks ago. I gave this out to everyone. But anyway, what you need to do, if you enter your card details, you will actually get an additional free night when you reach $8,000 worth of spending. Okay, so you spend $8,000 on the card, you get a free night. Then you spend $7,000 more to take you to a total of $15,000 for the calendar year, and you get another free night. So through this method, I'm going to accumulate 2 free nights. Now, how am I going to find the spending to put on this card to do it? Well, I will be paying my taxes probably mostly with this card, okay? I paid $35,000 worth of taxes last year, including federal and state taxes. So that's a lot of spending that I've got to play with, all right, to put on cards. Now, I know what you might be saying. Well, doesn't it cost money to pay taxes with a credit card? Don't you have to pay a fee? Yes, you do. But if you pay through one of the 3 recommended, processors on the IRS's website, okay, don't pay with some dodgy website that you don't know. Go to irs.gov, find the 3 ones that they recommend to process your payment with a credit card. They all charge just under 2%. So if I pay $8,000 worth of taxes to get my first free night, 2% of that is $160. So basically I'm paying $160 for a Hilton Honors free night, which could be worth up to $1,000 easy. To be honest, I stayed at the Oceana Santa Monica in California using 2 free nights, okay, on that trip that I talked about at the beginning of the video. Now, that hotel would cost over $700 a night. So at a minimum, I can probably get similar value, okay? So you're talking $700 minus $160, that's gonna be still $540 worth of value out of that free night. It's a no-brainer. But there is a time limit on this deal, so the way it works is you have to do that $8,000 worth of spending before February 28th, okay? So if you guys sign up for that today, if you have the Hilton Honors Surpass card, just remember that date, February 28th. That's when you have to spend $8,000 before. All right, guys, now I did say that I was gonna tell you about 2 credit cards that I might be thinking about adding to my portfolio of cards this year. And also at the end, I'll give you a little bit of a bonus and I'll tell you about a trip that I'm thinking of doing as well, using points from these cards, etc. Okay, so first card is actually an upgrade. It's not a new account. It's to upgrade this Hilton Honors Surpass card to the Hilton Honors Aspire card. Now, if you don't know, Amex often gives targeted upgrade bonuses with the Hilton cards, okay? So if you have a Hilton card, you don't necessarily need to do a new application to get a bonus. You could actually upgrade, and then you don't have a hard credit inquiry, you don't have a new account on your credit report, shortening your average age of open accounts, etc. Currently, when I last checked, I wasn't targeted for an upgrade bonus, but about a year ago, I was targeted for like 150,000 points upgrade bonus if I moved from Hilton Honors Surpass to Hilton Honors Aspire. So I will be waiting to see if I could qualify for that. I may even call them up and see if, I can persuade them into giving it to me. Now, why the Hilton Honors Aspire? Well, it is a great card. It's a tier 4 card in my 5-tier credit card tier system. It gives you Hilton Honors Diamond status, which is the highest status from Hilton. There's also a $250 resort credit, and you also get a free night just for having the card, and you get that every year, okay? Many credit cards, hotel credit cards, give an anniversary free night. Well, this one you actually get as soon as you get the card, you get a free night. And then you get it every year afterwards. And it's one of those amazing Hilton free nights that can be used at basically any Hilton. So if I get 2 free nights on this card for spending $15,000, and then I get an additional free night after I've upgraded, that's a total of 3 Hilton free night certificates. So now we're really talking. Then, there's one more credit card I might be thinking about adding, and this would be a brand new application, and this is from a new bank that I have not opened a credit card with before, and that would be Citi, and the card I'm looking at is the Citi Premier. Now, The main reason that I'm thinking about getting this card is just for the really great sign-up bonus, okay? It's 80,000 points. 80,000 points, after you've done the spending for that, you're probably gonna be about 90 or even close to 100,000 points. And if you don't know, 100,000 points, that could get you return business class to Europe, or it could certainly get you business class or first class across the United States, maybe even for 2 people return, okay? I'm not quite sure, we have to have a look at it. But yeah, it is a huge bonus. Now the card itself, it has some pretty good bonus categories too, so it's not just gonna be like, use it for the sign up bonus and then get rid of it. You get 3 points per dollar on restaurants, on gas, on supermarkets, and also on air travel and hotels. So a broad range of 3x categories. So I probably wouldn't be just getting it for 1 year and then throwing it away, because annual fee is only $95 anyway. So I would probably keep it after the first year, but we'll have to see. So I would be thinking about maybe adding that possibly in the spring, or maybe even earlier, maybe in late February, early March. Might want to do it soon, just in case that 80,000 points bonus goes away. But the consensus among a lot of people is that that bonus will be sticking around for quite a while. That seems to be the standard bonus for that card right now. Now, what am I gonna do with all these points and free nights? Well, personally, I would really like to go back to Las Vegas. I went there earlier this year, but it was only for like 2 or 3 days at the end of our trip to LA. And I really just went there to appear on the Iced Coffee Hour podcast. If you haven't seen my episode of the Iced Coffee Hour podcast, I'll put the link on the end of this video somewhere, okay? But anyway, I'd really like to go back, and I'd like to be there for longer, maybe a week. I'd like to stay at some property, for example, maybe the Bellagio, which is in the Fine Hotels and Resorts collection, okay? And obviously we'll book with the Amex Platinum, because then you get the $200 credit, and we've got 2 Amex Platinums, and you also get $100 property credit and all sorts of stuff like that, okay? So you can get some great value, room upgrades, free breakfast, late checkouts, etc. I'm not sure whether we'll be at the Bellagio or another hotel as well. Maybe, we'll have to see. There's also the new Hilton Resorts World that just opened in Las Vegas. That had actually just opened when I was there last time. There's a couple of ideas what I'm kind of scheming. Obviously, I'll do a full video once I actually book this trip, probably in a couple of months, and we'll do a sort of I booked this video, and we'll show you all of the little tricks that we used, you know, with Amex Fine Hotels and Resorts, with Hilton free nights. All right, guys, that is my credit card strategy for 2022. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe if you're new. We don't just cover credit cards on this channel. We cover a load of personal finance, and I'm thinking of bringing in a load of kind of motivation and personal development content as well. So subscribe if you want a wide variety of content, not just credit cards. Come along for the ride, guys. It's gonna be a wild 2022. All right, thanks very much. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.